Hello, everybody. This is quite an important topic. I'm gonna try and cover it as fast as I can. It has been brought up before by different people, mostly on Reddit, so I have mistakenly assumed that it is common knowledge that this is how this game works, when it obviously isn't, because posts about this pop up time and time again. So, first of all, I'm gonna tell you that Infinity Nikki is not like other gacha games, not like Genshin or Wuthering Waves, where you might be used to a rather forgiving, soft pity that kicks in fairly early on, and also not having any undisclosed extra percentages of what you're likely or unlikely to pull, because for one thing, this is illegal in a lot of countries, so it is fair to assume that everybody operates their businesses in a way that it is legal, but that is not how Info does things. So first of all, the first thing that I want you to know about pulling in Infinity Nikki, especially if you're gonna be going for 5-star banners, is that hair and dresses or any primary pieces, if it is a 2-piece suit, will be weighed against. So this is the first item distribution of like how often people got this as their first item from Gonjas, which is a website that people use to track polls. And no matter which banner you're gonna go with, the hair and primary body pieces are likely to be one of the last items that you get. They are weighed against. If you want an accessory from any of the sets, then you can gamble and go, well, maybe I'm gonna get it in my first 20 pulls. But if it is the actual dress or the hair that you want to get, be prepared in knowing that it will likely come at the last point, or if you set it as your 5-item guarantee, then as the 5th item after like 100 pulls. So don't just go in pulling going, well, maybe I'm just gonna get the item that I want and then I won't need to like spend all these pulls. If the item that you want is the main body piece, or like one of the 2 main pieces, so like skirt and top, or the hair, you are very, very unlikely to ever pull that before your maximum of this is my chosen item that I want to get in my first 5 pulls of the 5-star items, so like in my first 100 pulls in total. You're very, very unlikely to get it before you hit that mark, and you should prepare accordingly. This is live statistics from gonjos.com, gonjo.us currently, because that is how it's written. So gonjas, or gorgeous but misspelled. It's an Infinity Nikki inside joke. Current polls that have been calculated on the website are over 2 million. We're approaching 3 million mark. So there is a lot of data in here. And you can also see in here that the probability of getting a 5-star item, it becomes higher at the 18th pull. Otherwise, it's like 1%. And then also at the 19th pull, and then if you haven't gotten by then it's at the 20th pull. And also that even on the newest banner, the hair and the body is the items that you are likely to get last. Now let us talk about probabilities of getting your 5-star pull. This is an incomplete data that we have, which is one person that ran simulation counting in the soft pity at 18th, 19th, and the 20th pull, and he did simulate quite a lot of pulls to see what is the average amount of pulls that you would require to get the full item if you're not hitting the max pity. So if the number of pieces in the outfit that you're aiming for are 9, and it is a 5-star outfit that takes, that gives you 1 guaranteed item per 20 pulls. if the number of pieces are 9, then hitting the full pity means pulling 480 pulls, but on average it will take people 148 pulls. So the average is a little bit lower because of that soft pity that normally kicks in at 18th, 19th, or 20th pull. That kind of adds up. At 99% chance, you have a 99% chance to have a full outfit by pull 172nd. Now, if it is a 10-piece suit where max pity for pulls is 200, then the average pull should be around 165 with a 99% chance of getting the full outfit at 190 pulls. And then if there are 11 pieces in the outfit, then the full pity is 220, your average pulls are 181, and 99% chance kicks in at about 209 pulls. So as you can see, because Infinity Nikki's soft pity kicks in so late, even on average, you're very, very likely to spend a lot of pulls trying to get the outfit that you want to get. So one of the things that people do as a mistake in this game is they start pulling on an outfit without having the pulls for max pity, but having the idea that they're gonna get the full outfit. I have seen quite a few people going, I'm at 100 pulls and I still have like 4 pieces to go or 5 pieces to go. Or I'm at 130 pulls and I still don't have the full outfit. I am so unlucky. No. This game's soft pity is really high. It kicks in at the 18th pull. So your chance to pull a 5-star item only goes above 1% at the 18th pull. So you're likely to get it at the 18th pull. If you still haven't, you're likely to get it at the 19th. And if you still haven't, the max pity kicks in and you get it at your 20th pull. Because that soft pity is so high, the average amount of pulls that is gonna be required for people to get the full outfit is also gonna be high, which is what we're seeing in simulations. And then also you have to account that your luck might be worse than average and that you might require more pulls than that. So what I'm trying to tell you is, do not expect to get lucky in this game. People don't really get lucky in this game unless they have absolutely extraordinary luck. Prepare for max pity. Oftentimes, whenever I am pulling outfits, the last time I did it was a 10-piece. I did it in 180 pulls, while the 10 pieces max pity is 200 pulls, so I saved exactly 20 pulls, or exact amount of pulls, for exactly one item. If I expected to get that outfit in 100 pulls or 120 pulls just because I come from other gachas and their soft pity is much lower, I would be sad, because that is not a thing that really happens in this game. There are some people with extraordinary luck that have managed to get an outfit in as little as 140 pulls. But that is not the norm. Do not come with that expectation. You will be very sad or you will spend a lot of money. And another thing to prepare is that, once again, if you want the main centerpiece of the outfit, which is either the dress or the hair, and you're putting it inside the guaranteed within 5-star pulls, expect to actually require 5-star pulls to get there. Expect to actually require spending 100 pulls. Do not think that you're gonna spend 20 pulls or 40 pulls or 60 pulls and it's just gonna be there. Do not think that you can just like do a couple of these pulls and then stop pulling because you're gonna get the item that you want. The chances of that happening are minuscule to none. Like, You are so unlikely to ever have that happen to you that please do not come into this game with that expectation. If you're after an accessory, maybe it is the earrings that you super want, or like a back piece or something, that is so much more likely that if you want to gamble for that, okay, gamble. Chances are you're still not gonna get it because an outfit that's made out of like 10 pieces and it's pretty random what you get, but that is at the very least higher chance than hair and like main body piece. Those ones, if you want those ones, you have practically no chance until you hit the game's guaranteed point. So this is like the information that I want you all guys to have. If this is new for you, please share this around. If you don't want to share this video, go into the description. I listed the links that I'm using. Share the links, because I legitimately see people come in every couple months not knowing this. This is not new information, this is pretty old information. People have done the simulations, people have looked into drop rates, people have recorded their polls on like a mass resource, a mass website. We can see this information. We know where the soft pity starts. We know what the average amount of polls per outfit, depending on the pieces, is approximately gonna be required. We know that getting the main body and the hair is very, very unlikely until you hit that 100 pull or 5-star pieces threshold. We know all of this, but new people coming in, they don't. Or some people just completely miss their threads and it's like a completely new thing for them, and it is very, very surprising. So please, if you're coming from other gachas, do not be surprised. Know that this gacha isn't quite playing fair, and be completely prepared for that before you go into pull and fall into the rabbit hole of pulling, because once you do, it will be hard for you to not justify to continue pulling until you get the item that you want. That is how people spend money, and before they know it, they have spent an extortionate amount of money. So, thank you for watching. Remember, gachas are gambling, so play responsibly. I hope I'm gonna see you in my other videos. Thank you so much for my Patreon supporters that allow me to make videos such as these, and hopefully I'm gonna see you some other time. Toodaloo!